Soothing sounds of Raoul, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, welcome back to R8697. It's been a while. I had some computer problems, but that's a future video. Today we're going to be reviewing the first two episodes of Better Call Saul, the final season. Season number 6. This one didn't start out like it usually does with the black and green jeans story. Instead, we kind of see the timeline of Breaking Bad, and I assume it's when Saul is, decided to call the Vanisher. I forget his name. The vacuum place, to go to Nebraska. He's emptying out emptying out his apartment. Well, not him, but like he has a moving company, and it was good because it was good to see the house where Saul lived. I mean, he had a lot of money with working with Gustavo Fring and Mr. White. He lived luxuriously. It's his style, and it was good to see. That golden toilet, that was hilarious. But what I was interested was that I saw no female clothes there. I mean, sure, there was that like sports bra or whatever tank top in the tub, but like in his closet, that was a clear indication that Kim's in that it's not in that Breaking Bad story. So we're definitely gonna see that this season, the breakup or who knows, maybe her death. But I don't think they'll kill her off. I think we'll probably find that in the Jane story. Maybe he goes back to her and have it be a happy ending. Now I couldn't tell where the first episode ended and where the second one began because my recording from my DVR, it was just all as one. So the first half, I'll say, it's we're seeing that Kim is still wanting to mess with Howard and ruin his career, and Jimmy, well, Saul, what we should refer him to Saul from now on, still like isn't happy about it. We could see internally like it's not something he wants to do, but just to keep Kim happy, he goes along with it. Maybe he feels that eventually she'll realize that, hey, we should stop. This is going too far. And it kind of reminds me of what's going on right now with the Will Smith thing. You slapped Chris Rock because of the your wife gave you a side eye. And but even aside from that, it's just like any real relationship where sometimes we do things we don't want to just to keep the other person happy. And that's kind of like, really, is that the plot we're going with? Can you find something else? But it's too soon to judge, so I'll leave it be. I mean, every season there's always a Mike story and there's always a Jimmy story. Again, Saw, and I'm more interested right now in Mike's story with the nacho thing, and it's kind of like messed up that they left him out to dry for the Salamancas to find him waiting in the hotel and kill him, basically. I was even more surprised that Mike didn't answer his call, and you could kind of see like, I don't want to do you like this, but I have no choice. I have a boss, Gustavo Fring, that I can't change his mind. I did what I could for you, Nacho, and but eventually towards the end of the second season, it seems like Mike gets what he wants, where Gustavo Fring is kind of listening to Mike like, there's a better idea, let me just go pick him up from that motel, because Gustavo Fring is wanting to use his father just in case they catch Nacho alive, and Gustavo wants to use Nacho's dad as collateral, like, hey, if you say something, your dad's dead. But Mike's trying to tell Gustavo that there's another play, and I'm curious to see how that plays out. The Nacho scene where he's in the motel and like kind of paranoid, and makes you think like, is this guy using? Kind of reminds me of Jesse when he was paranoid when he saw those Mormons coming in a bicycle, but what he saw was like two motorcycle um, gang members going after him. So it kind of made me reflect to that. What was it? The first season, where we got to see a little bit of the backstory of Jesse Pinkman. But long and behold, Nacho was right. As soon as he opened the door when the hotel worker dropped off his food, he opened the door just to see if he would see any light or any movement in that building. And sure enough, when he opened the door, he saw a body move, and you could just see his disappointment. Like, all right, something's going on here. And then we kind of find out, without it was implied, that Gustavo's behind this, and it makes sense when they broke into Nacho's Nacho's security vault. It made sense. Like at first, it seems like they were looking for something, but then when Juan, I think that's his name, one of Don Hilario's men, Juan, it's kind of like a trap because Mike and Gustavo know that they're gonna be searching Nacho's place, and they planted this document which shows, his fund transfers of Nacho and a telephone number, which leads to where Nacho is hiding. So it was a bait for them. And again, going back to Saul's story, aside from the plot of trying to mess up Howard's career, it was interesting to see the Kettlemans back again. Kind of reminds me like a movie trilogy where the third movie always refers back to the first one. Um, and so it was nice to see the Kettlemans for this final season because it started with them. And just to use them as a for them to stir up these rumors of Howard may be using cocaine and drugs and that they were misrepresented. And it's kind of interesting just to see where Kim's at. We're seeing that other side of her, the one that would get turned on by Jimmy when they would do a scam together. But in the beginning, she was more like professional and her head was more straight. But this time, it's kind of like she's going full throttle with that. And now it's, Jimmy's now the one like being Kim and like, I don't want to do this type of thing. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. That's my review for episodes 1 and 2. Let me know your thoughts, where you think the season may go. And this kind of reassures that since we didn't start off with Gene, it's going to end with Gene. There's 13 episodes this season, and I'm wondering if they'll dedicate the very last one just for the Gene story, or maybe 2 or the last 3, who knows. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.